what I've done is I've added a bunch of stuff that we want to go over today, inshallah. And then we've created a vocabulary list right here about the topic of the home. So when we go into the house, these are all the words that we would want to ideally be able to use in the house. So we'll go over that today, inshallah. And then I'm creating I don't know, have any of you guys used this app so far? It's called
Yes.
Memrise.
No,
Abdullah, you've used it?
Yeah.
Yunus? Muhammad?
no.
Habib, have you used it? Muhammad, have you used it?
Yes.
No.
Okay, so the way it's going to work is we're going to split every month into topics, and then we're going to have 4 topics per month. So the first topic is going to be about the home. So always talking about yourself, by the way. In every single lesson, you have to talk about yourself because that's super important. Then we're going to talk about the home. Let's say week 2, it could be like shopping. Week 3 could be travel. Week 4, it could be professions, for example, right? So if you're going to come here, I'm going to send you guys the link once I've done it. What we've got here is we're talking about the self. So this is going to help you learn all of this stuff, and it will also help you with your typing as well. So what you're going to do is you're going to press, for example, learn these words, and then it will present you with the writing, right? Kayfa haluka, how are you, for example. Akhi, my brother. And then it will say like, okay, which one of these is how are you? Right? And you can use this link on your phone as well. So then it will basically just test you. And how do you say my brother? And what have you, right? And then how to say like which continent are you from? Yeah. So all the questions that we'll be going through like in this dialogue today, inshallah, all the vocab is going to be included in this Memrise course, right? So you're going to have the section where you're going to be talking about yourself, things like, are you married? Yes, I'm married. No, I'm not married. How old are you? My age, where were you born? Which country were you born in? Do you live in a house? These kind of questions. So this is quite a heavy amount of stuff for you guys to learn, right? So it is going to be quite heavy, but it's up to you how much time you want to put into it. If you want to completely ignore it, I mean, that's up to you. If you want to go and attend every single lesson and try to progress as fast as possible, then that's up to you guys too. And then I'm adding, like, for example, this is about the home here. So this is level 1 is always going to be about the self. This is the most important thing that you guys need to be able to talk about, right? Then level 2, inshallah, is going to be like about the specific topic. For example, about the home. So how to say plant, sofa, bowl, plate, fridge, chair, lamp, cookers, this type of stuff. Obviously, I think I've discussed with most of you, do we need to know how to say television if we want to understand the Quran? We don't need to know how to say the word television, right? But you'll be surprised like how much of this stuff also comes in the Quran. Like, for example, the word surah may come in the Quran, like room may come in the Quran. Like the word bed is in the Quran. So the point is that we're trying to build vocabulary around a certain subject, but around that we're always going to be using words that are in the Quran. For example, if I say this word is in the Quran, right? If I say ayu, ayi, if I say min, if I say anta, right? I don't know if the word balad is in the Quran. Actually, it is in the Quran, yeah? The word balad. Medina is in the Quran. The word some form of marriage or spouse is in the Quran. Agreed? The word laysa is in the Quran. The word kam is in the Quran. So all these words, even though you're using, like, for example, even the word, all these words are in the Quran. Askun, to the word to live, the word fi, and the word bait is in the Quran. Right? So the whole purpose of what we're trying to do is trying to build like the filler words and then build up some sort of vocabulary so we can actually communicate. Even the word, big and small is in the Quran. The word hell is in the Quran. So have you guys got any questions about this? Do you like this idea?
Yeah, mashallah. Looks great.
Any feedback?
Well, I have a question.
Yes.
Is there going to be audio in this?
Do you want me to add audio?
I think it would be beneficial.
Cool. So basically, what I would have to do is I'd have to go here and then press record, and then I'd have to basically go through and record every single piece of audio. So I can do that if you guys want me to do it. Yeah, I guess it would be useful, right?
Yeah.
Does anyone think that would not be useful?
If it's gonna be useful for the brothers, I'm 100% agreeing with it. But I don't know. It depends. It depends on the person. I don't know. I'm okay without it, but it's all right.
Cool. I'll consider adding it, but what I would want you to do is, well, what I would suggest is whenever you're learning a new word, you always want to say it out loud. So if I was going through here, I would always want my ears to hear min ayyi qarratin anta. I would always, unless you're in like a family gathering or something and you're like trying to learn your words and stuff like that, you don't have to be saying things out loud. But generally, if we don't add the audio, I'm not sure if we will or not, but if we don't, then you need to read it out loud to yourself, and that's super useful anyway. So I would highly suggest that you do that, right? Cool. Have you guys got any questions about that?
You'll be going over these words, right? So we'll have some kind of idea of how to pronounce it, correct?
Well, yeah, we'll discuss every single word, and then we'll explain how to pronounce it. But everything's got the harakat, so I mean, like, there's no surprises. Most of you guys know how to read, so obviously, what we'll do is, even if you learned it slightly wrong, hypothetically, once we actually go into conversation, we'd be able to pick that up, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Right. So I've added some. We'll go over the same stuff that we went over. We want to be able to describe like which continent, which country, and which city that you come from. Okay. Then we're going to discuss if you're married or not. And at some point, obviously, we're going to add like, do you have children and how many children do you have? That type of question would be important, right? Do you have brothers? How many brothers do you have? You know, what are the names of various people? So what I want you guys all to be able to do is describe like yourself very well, right? And then I want you to be able to say, does anyone know how to say how old they are?
Kam umruka?
Yeah. Yeah. So do you know how to say like I am X years old?
Umri, and then your age, and then you end
Yes.
it with Aman or forgot the other
Or
one.
Senaton. So I've sent you guys a list like right here. 1 second, I'll just share this. I want you guys to do a little bit of homework. So what I want you to do is I've sent you like a list right here in the forum thing, and it's got like all the ages. There's two ways you can use it. You can either say Sena to describe like Senaten or Senatun or Senawat, or you can say Amun or A'wam. So here I've put A'wam. Okay, so just so you guys are aware of that. And then I would ideally, like, if you're 30, 37, then you need to do a bit of homework and figure out how to say how old you are. Okay. Then we're going to talk about where were you born, and then we're going to talk about a little bit about the home subject in terms of like, do you live in a home or do you live in a flat? And then is your home big or small? And then how many rooms are in your house? And then we're going to stop there today. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
كيف حالك أنت؟
أنا بخير والحمد لله. وكيف حالك أنت؟
أنا بخير
1 second.
والحمد لله.
I didn't. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Bismillah. Yes.
من أي قارة أنت؟
أنا من قارة أمريكا الشمالية. ومن أي قارة أنت؟
أنا من قارتي.
أنا من قارة
أمريكا.
أمريكا الشمالية.
Yes.
ومن أي قارة أنت؟
أنا من قارة أوروبا.
أوروبا. نعم.
ومن أي بلد أنت؟
أنا من بلد كندا.
Okay, I've added something new for you guys here. Okay, I want you to say that you are like Anna. So you're gonna say Anna, and then you're gonna choose your nationality. Yeah. So how would you say that? Do you think? Let me zoom in a bit.
أنا نرويجي.
اوكي
This.
انا كنديون. انا كنديون.
كندي. Yeah. أنا
كندي.
أمريكي. أنا إنجليزي. Okay. So what I want you to do is if you can answer the question as in like من أي بلد أنت؟ أنا من بلدي Canada. أنا كندي. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
Mm.
we can say ما جنسيتك, like what is your nationality? I just don't feel like, I mean, if you want me to add that, then we can. But I feel like it's more important to be able to say what nationality you are. But I don't think that I don't think I ever ask generally. When you ask where someone's from, you don't generally ask them what their nationality is after that, right?
Mm.
So what I want you to say is either أنا like Kenyan, I'm from Kenya, أنا كندي. So I'd answer it as like أنا من بلدي Canada, أنا كندي. You got any questions about that? Cool. Okay. Could you ask him then, Abdullah?
ومن أي بلد أنت؟
أنا من النرويج. أنا نرويجي.
MashaAllah. Yunus?
ومن أي مدينة أنت؟
أنا من مدينة تورونتو. ومن أي مدينة أنت؟
أنا من مدينة أرندال.
MashaAllah. Yunus?
هل أنت متزوج؟
لا لست متزوجا. وهل أنت متزوج؟
نعم أنا متزوج.
Cool.
كم
عمرك يا أخي؟
عمري 24 عاما. وكم
MashaAllah.
عمرك يا أخي؟
عمري 36 عاما.
MashaAllah. Good. Okay. We've added something here new. Do you guys remember what this means?
Means like
Anybody apart from Yunus? Anyone know what this means?
Oh, man.
Any guess?
Yeah,
Abdullah?
what country are you born?
Yes. This would mean here أين ولدت? Where were you born? Okay. Then ideally, like you just normally just you could answer with whatever you want. But the way we're gonna, instead of just saying أين ولدت, even though that's gonna be part of, you would normally just say this, right? But what I want you to ask here is this: in which country were you born? And then ask about the city after that. Okay. Just so we're getting practice of like using it in various sentences. So I want you to say في أي بلد ولدت. ولدت في بلدي, and then your country. Okay. And then وفي أي بلد أنت, you'll ask it back, and then say في أي مدينة ولدت. In which city were you born? Cool.
Yep.
Okay, so can we go through that? So Bismillah. Yunus?
في أي بلد ولدت؟
ولدت في بلد كندا.
في بلدي.
في بلدي كندا.
نعم.
وفي أي بلد ولدت؟
ولدت في بلد النرويج.
ما شاء الله. يونس؟
في أي مدينة ولدت؟
ولدت في مدينة ميسيساغا. وفي أي مدينة ولدت؟
ولدت في مدينة أوسلو.
ولدت, yeah. I don't know if you said walidta, but it sounded like walidta. So, sorry, can you say it again, please?
For me?
Yes. I don't know if you said walidta or wulidta, but make it clear, yeah?
Okay. وفي أي مدينة ولدت؟
ولدت في مدينة أوسلو.
MashaAllah. Okay. Let's swap over, and then we're also going to go through a couple more questions with each other, okay? So, Muhammad Ali, and Habib, do you have any questions about? Are you guys comfortable with all of this?
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
Habib?
Yeah.
Okay, Bismillah. Habib, do you want to start?
السلام عليكم يا أخي، كيف حالك؟
أنا بخير والحمد لله. وكيف حالك أنت؟
أنا بخير والحمد لله.
If, just before you carry on, please, if you guys are listening and you feel like you know this, then don't look at your screen and just only listen and see if you understand everything in the conversation. That will help you that will help you pick up like where your gaps are. If you see it written, it's easier for you. Okay, Bismillah. Habib?
من أي قارة أنت؟
أنا من قارة أمريكا الشمالية. ومن أي قارة أنت؟
أنا من قارة أوروبا.
MashaAllah, good. Habib?
ومن أي بلد أنت؟
أنا من بلد أمريكا.
And then say, I am Anna.
أنا أمريكي.
Yes.
ومن أي بلد أنت؟
أنا من إنجلترا. أنا إنجلتري.
Inclisiun.
إنجليزي.
Yes.
إنجلترا that definitely sounds better.
Your sound is a bit like choppy, Habib. I don't know if you have a different microphone or anything.
Sorry?
Your
Does it
sound is
sound
like
choppy?
breaking up a lot. Yeah.
Right, okay.
Okay. Bismillah, Habib.
Hello?
Let's see if
Can you
that's
hear
better.
me?
Yes.
Right, sorry. ومن أي مدينة
من.
أنت؟
Min.
ومن أي مدينة أنت؟
أنا من مدينة ساكرامنتو. ومن أي مدينة أنت؟
أنا من مدينة لوتون.
Medinati.
أنا من مدينة لوتون.
Yes. Okay. Bismillah. Habib.
هل أنت متزوج؟
نعم أنا متزوج. وهل أنت متزوج؟
نعم أنا متزوج.
Good.
كم عمرك يا أخي؟
عمري 37 عاما. وكم عمرك يا أخي؟
عمري 44 عاما.
Inshallah. Good. If you don't know how to say old, then you just have to say. I'm not going to tell you how to say it. I want you to say Nasi tu. I forgot.
Is my microphone a bit better now? Is it
A little bit better, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
If you forget how old you are, then that's your problem. You have to figure it out. Is that fair? If you forget what your name is, then you have to figure that one out too. I'm not going to tell you what your name is, all right? Okay, cool. Okay, let's Bismillah. So let's ask this question, Habib, please.
في أي بلد ولدت؟
Make sure we say wulidta, yeah?
ولدت.
Yes.
ولدت في بلد أمريكا. وفي
So if
أي
we
بلد
say,
Yeah.
sorry, just one second. If we say this is called a passive verb, so the verb is normally walada.
No.
Okay, like lam yalid wa lam yulad, like from here. So walada means to give birth. So that's why we want to be very specific, and this is to be born. Okay, so
not
that's
to,
why
not to
we
give
want to. Yes, you. I don't think any of you are giving birth. I hope anyway. So be specific when we say here wu with the dhamma, yeah, wulidta, yeah. We don't want to say like in which country did you give birth? في أي بلد ولدت? That would be a weird question, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, just be clear when you. Okay, sorry. Can you ask the question, Muhammad, please?
وفي أي بلد ولدت؟
وبلد
Wu.
و ولدت في بلدي بنغلاديش.
Beep.
وفي أي بلد ولدت؟
Yes.
ولدت في بلد أمريكا.
MashaAllah. Good. This one,
في
Habib.
في أي مدينة ولدت؟
ولدت في مدينة ساكرامنتو. وفي أي مدينة ولدت؟
ولدت في مدينة سيلات.
Okay. Can anybody, Eunice? I feel like I can't ask you because I feel like you know. What does this word mean?
Like
Where do you live?
like where do you live?
Yes. So this is not where do you live. What does this sentence mean? Can somebody read it?
No.
Muhammad, do you know? Can you read it,
هل
please?
Do you live in a house or a شقة apartment?
Yes.
Flat?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, a flat apartment. Okay. I put on here, on this thing as apartment because I feel like that's more universal, right? I'm
Yeah.
guessing anyway. Okay. هل تسكن في بيت أم شقة? Do you live in a house or an apartment, right? أنا أسكن في. Obviously, this is not going to be here, right? You need to like. So you say أسكن في شقة or أسكن في بيت. Can I say this out of? What's the difference if this is here and this is not here? Is there any difference?
Just for
Go on,
more
Abdullah.
emphasis.
Abdullah, what's your answer?
I was gonna agree with him.
Any other? So Muhammad, sorry, did you say for emphasis? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anyone have any other? Eunice?
No, the same.
Yes. So obviously, like if you wanted to add emphasis, you can add ana. But the point is like when we say eskunu, that already means like I live. Yes. So you can say ana eskunu or you can say eskunu. It basically means the same thing. If we were adding emphasis, for example, if I said min ayyi medinatin anta, and then I emphasize the word, then that's adding more emphasis. If I say ana askunu fi, does that make sense? But sometimes if you just say ana askunu fi, that doesn't necessarily like have to always add emphasis. But you can add an emphasis by saying like ana askunu fi, you know what I mean? And you emphasize the word. So it can add emphasis or it could make like little difference. But it's important that we know that this means I live. How do we say you live?
تسكن.
Sorry?
تسكن.
Yes. So what am I doing? Taskunu. Abdullah, what does taskunu mean?
You live.
Okay, what would you say to the speaker to a woman?
Taskuni.
Yes. تسكنين. So if you were saying like how would we then say this here? If you're speaking to a woman, you need to know if she lives in a house or a flat. How would you say that?
هل تسكنيني no هل تسكني أو هل
تسكو؟
تسكنيني
Nina.
تسكنين
هل تسكنين في بيتي أم شقة في بيتي
Okay.
أم شقة
Muhammad, if you were speaking to a group of people, 3 or more people, what would you say?
هل تسككم or no? هل تسكو هل تسكم
Sorry, say that again. So I don't want to cut you off. Sorry.
هل تسكن في بيت أم شقة؟
Hey, Habib, what's your guess?
هل تسكنون في بيت أم شقة؟
Yes. تسكنون.
تسكنون.
Okay. How do you say do they live? We'll go back to Muhammad. If we said with the same question, 3 or more, do they live in a house or a flat?
Could I ask a question first? My bad.
Yes, please.
هل تسكنون, what does that mean again? Is it for 2 people?
3 or more.
Or 3 or more? Okay.
Yeah. If we're not specifically talking to a group of like 3 women or more. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So how would you say, Muhammad? Like, do they all live in a flat, or do they all live in a house or a flat?
Would it be تسكنوا؟ هل تسكنوا؟
So it would be. You're changing the front here. You're changing this to a different.
Oh, okay.
letter.
Oh, so it would be sorry, present tense. هل يسكنون؟
Yes. So
Yes.
Abdullah, what does it mean?
So do you guys, or it's either male
You?
or female, but it's you
This is
speaking
3 or
to-
more, yeah.
So
Yes.
it's yeah, I agree. The translation, I don't know how you would say it.
So this is now 3rd person. So we're not talking about do. What does it mean, Eunice? What do you think?
Do they live in?
Yes. So this is how you say they live. Okay. If you're speaking to a group of people and you say hal taskununa, that do you all live?
Okay.
If you say hal yaskununa and you change the ta to a ya, now that means do they all live? Okay. How do you say do, Habib? How do you say do we live in a house or a flat?
هل تسكنون
As taskununa, do you all live in a flat, or do you all live in a house or a flat? Does anyone know how to say do we live in a flat? Like do we live?
هل نسكن؟
Yes. هل نسكن؟ No, هل نسكن? This is for us. Okay. How do you say does he live in a flat? Well, we're not obviously. I'm asking Bait, or I'm not focusing on this, but like, does he live in a house or a flat?
Yeah, يسكن.
Yes, Kuno. Correct. So obviously, I'm not expecting you guys to memorize this. I'm just making you aware of it. And at some point, like we would need to like actually go through tables, but that's not what we're going to do in this class, right? How do you say does she live in a flat? Anybody, first person.
هل يسكني?
Also, ta, I think. تسكنوا.
Yeah, it would be
Yes.
تسكن.
هل تسكن. So you, anta, and here, her, is going to be always the same. That is confusing, right? I don't know why every single other one has like its own specific one, but for you, as in anta, and he as in here, and her is in here, then we're going to say the same thing. So this could mean two different things. This could mean, do you live in a bait, in a house or a flat? It could also mean هل تسكن في بيت أم شقة. It could mean, does she live in a house or a flat? So how would we know what is the meaning?
Just
Anybody?
the context.
Yes, right? So if we're talking about your mother, right? And I wanted to say, okay, أين تسكن أمك? Like مثلا Yunus, يا يونس أين تسكن أمك في أي مدينة في أي مدينة. Ajib, can you reply? أين تسكن أمك في أي مدينة.
في مدينة Arendal.
مدينتي. نعم.
في مدينتي.
أوكي. هل تسكن في بيت أم شقة؟
في بيت. في بيت.
So here تسكن في بيت، أليس كذلك؟
بلى.
حسنا. So now if I'm talking to a person and I've now said to him, I've now moved from, for example, I said أين تسكن أمك, right? And now then after that I've said هل تسكن في بيت أم شقة. Now we could interpret it either way. I could be asking him or I could be talking about her. Agree?
Agree.
Because I didn't, like, let's say I've not asked him, so maybe I am actually talking about him now. I could talking about her now, I'm talking about you now, right? So in that case, it would be much easier to say هل هي تسكن. Okay? Because then we don't have any questions. So if I now say هل هي تسكن في بيت أم شقة, then it's clear. The meaning is clear. Right? So then if I said, how would I say, like, do you live? What would I write here instead? Anybody?
هل أنت.
هو
Or who would be him? Does he? If we write who here, then this means, does he, you live in, because the taskunu still means you, right?
So it would be هل تسكن أنت.
Yes. Or you could say hal anta. So you could put it either way, right?
Yeah.
Are we clear on that, right? So if we understand that even our question is ambiguous because we were talking about him and his wife, and now we're talking about her as like a third person, like she's not there, and we asked like what is your age and what is her age, and now we're asking about something else, and we're saying taskun, for example, then it would be easier to just add the pronoun before or after. Otherwise, it would be up to him to determine which person you were talking about. Does that make sense? So that would be a good place. Like, you could say هل أنت تسكن في بيت أم شقة, or I could say هل تسكن في بيت أم شقة. The meaning is the same, and the context is given based on the meaning is given based on the context. But if I add the detached pronoun here, then there's no question about who we're talking about. Are we clear? Any questions?
No.
Cool. Okay, so you're gonna say, well, so we're gonna ask this in a sec, inshallah, and then we're gonna add. Does anyone know what this means?
Is your house big or small?
Yes. هل بيتك كبير أم صغير? Okay. Or so if you're having a conversation, they have a flat, then you're gonna say هل شقتك كبيرة أم صغيرة? Why are we changing the description? Why? How come I'm saying kabirun, Abdullah? Wait one second, Abdullah. I feel like Muhammad knows probably. I'm guessing. What about
Shaqatuka
this?
is feminine,
Yes.
and then Beituka is masculine.
Good. Okay. Then you're gonna say beiti or shaqqati. Okay. Then you're gonna ask the question back, and then we're gonna ask, what does this mean? Anybody? First person.
What it means?
Yeah, translate, please.
How many rooms are in your house?
How many rooms are in your house?
I thought of something
Okay.
funny.
Sorry?
I thought of something different.
Oh, you thought something else? Okay. So you're saying or كم غرفة في شقتك. Okay. Here we said بيتك and شقتك. Okay, pay attention here. We're saying بيتك شقتك because fi is here. Okay, I'm not going to explain more than that, but that's why. Then you're going to explain how many rooms are in your house. Cool? So you're going to say في بيتي غرفة واحدة or غرفتان. If you want to add اثنان, you can. Or you can say ثلاث غرف or أربع غرف. Yes? When we say rooms here, we mean like bedrooms generally. We don't like if I say how many rooms in your house, I don't know unless you guys disagree. I normally mean bedrooms, right?
Okay,
Cool.
only bedrooms, not living room.
I mean,
Wow.
like you can interpret it the way you want, but I'm saying that I think generally if I say, oh, this is a 4-room house, probably I mean 4 bedrooms, right? Anyway, you guys can figure it out. Okay, so let's just start from here, okay? Otherwise we won't have much time. So can Yunus and wait, who's not spoken? So Muhammad Ali and Abdullah. So Muhammad, can you start, please?
في أي بلد ولدت؟
Forgot the meaning of it.
Okay. في أي بلد ولدت؟ هل ولدت في
okay. نعم.
زيمبابوي
I understand.
نعم.
ولدت في بلد كندا.
في بلدي
Canada.
Why? Because this, without explaining, this is the country of. So if we have an of meaning, then we take off the tanween here, okay? Without explaining any more. Here we're saying in which country. But here I'm saying I was born in the country of. If I'm going to say of in English, then I'll just generally remove the tanween. Okay? So sorry, can you say it again?
ولدت في بلدي كندا.
Okay.
وفي أي بلد ولدت؟
ولدت في بلد أمريكا. في أي مدينة ولدت؟
ولدت في مدينة ميسيساغا. وفي أي مدينة ولدت؟
ولدت في مدينة ساكرامنتو. هل تسكن في بيت أم شقة؟
أسكن في بيتي. في بيت.
Good.
وهل تسكن في بيت أم شقة؟
أسكن في شقة.
شقة. I want you to remember what you guys just said. Okay. Now you have to ask the right question.
Is that me or him?
Yeah, that's you.
Okay. هل بيتك كبير أم صغير؟
بيتي. How you say not too small, not too big?
You could say متوسط or
بيتي
عادي.
بيتي متوسط.
Let's just say big or small for now, and then
Okay.
we'll add the specifics.
Okay, بيتي كبير. هل شقتك كبيرة أم صغيرة؟
شقتي صغيرة.
MashaAllah. Muhammad, please.
كم غرفة في بيتك؟ في بيتك.
Okay, so you're gonna answer from here, okay?
في بيتي غرفة ف- 30 غرفة.
ما شاء الله 30
نعم
بيتك كبير جدا.
نعم 30.
أنت ملك.
لا لا لا.
ثلاث. You said 30 rooms, right?
Oh wow. Oh. I thought I said 3.
Here it is here.
3
ثلاث.
غرفة
No, غرف.
أو غرف.
So we're changing غرفة to the plural when we're counting 3 to 10, okay? So that's why we're saying ثلاث غرف. 3 rooms. Okay? And ask the question, please.
وكم غرفة في شقتك؟
في شقتي غرفتان 2.
Inshallah. Cool. Are we all following the conversation? I have a question for you guys. So this is set for an hour, but I feel like it needs to run over an hour because we want to get into like the stuff where we go to the game world and we start looking at the vocab inside the house and stuff like that. I don't feel like it's gonna work in only 1 hour. So if you guys are happy to stay longer, then we'll just make it longer. If you guys need to leave after 1 hour, then I don't mind. Or if you guys need to leave anytime, like I don't mind. You know, just let me know. Is that okay?
Okay.
But ideally, like I think we need more practice. Okay, so Habib. Okay, shall I have a conversation with you? Okay, you can start then.
في أي بلد ولدت؟
ولدت في بلد زيمبابوي. وفي أي بلد ولدت أنت؟
ولدت في بلد بنغلاديش. في أي مدينة ولدت؟
ولدت في مدينة موتاري في بلد زيمبابوي. وفي أي مدينة ولدت أنت؟
ولدت في مدينة سيلات.
ما شاء الله.
Yes, sorry, I'm back.
No problem.
هل تسكن في بيت أم شقة؟
أسكن في بيت. وهل تسكن في بيت أم شقة؟
أسكن في بيت.
ما شاء الله.
هل بيتك كبير أم صغير؟
بيتي صغير. وهل بيتك كبير أم صغير؟
بيتي صغير.
صغير. ما شاء الله.
كم غرفة في بيتك؟
في بيتي غرفتان. وكم غرفة في بيتك؟
في بيتي 4 غرف.
غرف. نعم. Very good. ما شاء الله. Assalamu alaikum, brother John.
وعليكم السلام.
Okay, so what I would ideally like you guys to do, if you feel confident, then don't look at the screen. Okay, I just want you to listen to the conversation without reading and see how much of it you understand. Okay? Cool. So Abdullah, do you want to start?
السلام عليكم يا أخي، كيف حالك؟
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. أنا بخير والحمد لله. وكيف حالك أنت يا أخي؟
أنا بخير والحمد لله. من أي قارة أنت؟
أنا من قارة أوروبا.
أوروبا. أوروبا.
ومن أي قارة أنت؟
أنا من قارة أمريكا الشمال. أمريكا
أمريكا
أمريكا الشمالية. من أي بلد أنت؟
أنا من بلد النرويج وأنا نرويجي. ومن أي بلد أنت؟
أنا من بلد كندا. أنا كندي. ومن أي مدينة أنت؟
أنا من مدينة أرندال. ومن أي مدينة أنت؟
أنا من مدينة تورونتو. هل أنت متزوج؟
نعم أنا متزوج. وهل أنت متزوج؟
لا، لست متزوجا. كم عمرك يا أخي؟
عمري 36 عاما. وكم عمرك يا أخي؟
عمري 24 عاما.
ما شاء الله.
في أي بلد ولدت؟
ولدت في بلد النرويج. وفي أي بلد ولدت؟
ولدت في بلد كندا. في
الله.
أي مدينة ولدت؟
ولدت في مدينة أوسلو. وفي أي مدينة ولدت؟
ولدت في مدينة ميسيساغا. هل تسكن في بيت أم شقة؟
أسكن في شقة. وهل تسكن في بيت أم شقة؟
أسكن في بيت. هل بيتك كبير أم صغير؟
Hey, so I want you to say, I don't live in a house. لماذا تسأله هل بيتك كبير أم صغير وهو يعيش في شقة يا عبد الله؟ كيف أقول I do not live in a house, I live in a flat. Are you there, Yunus?
Yeah, why are you asking me?
No, Yunus has to say it because you asked him
Yeah, true.
about his house. He doesn't live in a house.
ليس أسكن في بيتي. أنا أسكن في شقة.
You don't say ليس. لا أسكن.
Okay.
So لا أسكن. They say I
لا
don't
أسكن.
live in a house.
لا أسكن في بيتي. أسكن في شقة.
You can say Abdullah سامحني يا أخي. سامحني.
يا أخي.
Like, I'm sorry, like أنا آسف. سامحني يا أخي. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Okay, بسم الله.
لا بس.
Okay, let's ask this question then, yeah?
هل شقتك كبيرة أم صغيرة؟
شقتي صغيرة. وهل بيتك كبير أم صغير؟
بيتي كبير جدا.
ما شاء الله.
كم غرفة كم غرفة في شقتك؟
في
كم
Did you say
غرفة
غرفة? Yes. After كم, we will say غرفة. Okay.
نعم. كم غرفة في شقتك
في شقتي غرفتان اثنتان. وكم غرفة في بيتك؟
في بيتي غرفة ثلاثة. في بيتي ثلاثة غرف.
ثلاث
ثلاث غرف.
غرف. Yes. Cool. Are you guys happy with that? Does anyone want to try the same thing, but we're not gonna? We're only gonna write, for example, only the English. So, for example, does anyone want to say, like, for example, how are you? Where are you from? Where were you born? Yes. Are you married? And then we can say, which other questions do we have? Do you live in a house? Do you live in a house or a flat? And how many rooms? Whatever. Does anyone feel like they can do that without looking at the other screen?
Right, should I just go first?
Sure. واضح? Clear? Understood?
Okay. نعم. ما اسمك أخي؟
اسمي محمد. Would you like me to reply back to him? واسمك?
I want you to have a conversation. So let's start from the beginning, like as if you just met. Assalamu alaikum, and as if we just met the first time. And then I won't going to tell you, but these are like some things that we should know or have an idea of how to talk, what to talk about. Okay. So if you would ask him naturally, okay, what is your name as well? Then yeah, ask him.
Okay.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum, Mohammed.
وعليكم السلام.
ما اسمك؟
نسيته.
Assalamu alaikum,
Oh,
Muhammad.
no.
Yes, okay.
I fell in the minefield there straight away.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
اسمي محمد. واسمك يا أخي؟
اسمي حبيب. كيف
كيف
حالك؟
حالك؟ أنا بخير والحمد لله. وكيف حالك أنت؟
أنا بخير والحمد لله. من أين أنت، محمد؟
أنا من بلد أمريكا. ومن أين أنت؟
أنا من بلد إنجلترا. Where were you born? No.
Muhammad?
أين
ولدت؟
أين ولدت؟
ولدت من بلد أمريكا. ولدت في بلد أمريكا. هل أنت متزوج؟
نعم، أنا متزوج.
ما شاء الله.
وأنت متزوج؟
نعم أنا متزوج أيضا.
ما شاء الله. هل أنت هل أنت هل أنت أسكن في البيت what's flat؟
شقة.
شقة.
هل تسكن. If you say هل أسكن, it means like do I. هل تسكن.
هل تسكن في البيت what's the flag again?
في
في
شقة.
شقة.
نعم. أسكن في شقة. هل تسكن في بيت أم شقة يا أخي؟
أنا أسكن بيت.
لا أسكن في.
أسكن في بيت.
نعم. من يعرف كيف يقول ذلك؟ محمد؟
كم غرفة في بيتك؟
غرفتان بيتي 4.
Sure, fair enough. Okay. Can you ask him?
كم غرفة بيتي؟
أسكن في شقة. وفي شقتي غرفتان 2.
MashaAllah. Jayid. Okay, so we had some mistakes there, but I feel like sometimes we don't have to correct all the mistakes, right? Especially like when we're just. The point is, if you just say something and it could be understood, even if it's in a broken way, that's still good, right? Okay, how did that feel?
It's a bit nerve-wracking. I'm sweating
Yes.
over here.
Okay,
But then, yeah, I suppose that's the
That's
only
good,
way
but-
you're going to learn.
this is the way it is, guys. Okay, so like whenever you're speaking with someone, it's gonna feel like horrible in the beginning for sure, but then the biggest problem that you have is going to be vocabulary. So even if you have been studying for a few years and then you hear a word that you don't know in a conversation, it's still going to feel that uncomfortable way. So this is why you just, inshallah, we just turn up and we just speak to people that we either know or we've never met before, and we just try, and that's the only way that you're going to get anywhere. If you shy away from it and you say, I'm only going to study grammar for a long period of time, and then when I've studied all the grammar, I'm going to be perfect in speaking, it doesn't work like that. Even when you know the grammar, it doesn't mean that you can now immediately translate it perfectly and speak like you've been speaking all your life. So we have to start just literally just raw, just doing it. You know what I mean? Cool. I think let's try Yunus and Abdullah, and then we'll go to the game world. And then I want to show you, we've got a bunch of, obviously, if you need to go, like Muhammad, if you need to go, that's fine. Bismillah.
All right, it was nice meeting all of you. Alhamdulillah.
Jazakallah khairan. Thank you for attending, and see you next time, inshallah. Is anyone able to stay?
نعم.
نعم.
Allah? Habib, yes? Cool.
Yeah.
What
So
do you
want to
mean?
learn?
I have a question. What do you mean by game world? Can you?
I will explain that in a while. So what we're going to do is we are going to go into a video game, like so.
Okay, I
Just
think
one
I know what you
second.
mean. Is it in that video that you posted in Roblox?
Yes, so we're basically going to go into this world here,
Okay.
and then
Okay,
we
this will
have
be
a-
good. Yeah.
we have a bunch of words that we want to learn, right? So we're generally choosing like the same house or whatever. And in this world, they have like apartments and everything. So and they have shops and schools and all that kind of stuff in any of these games, right? So what I want to do is I want to go through, and then I want to go through this list of vocabulary. And then for once we have like, I'm gonna have the classes on a Monday for free, and then we're gonna build it so that there's gonna be 3 lessons a week, and then there's also gonna be 5 lessons a week, and that's gonna be on like a tier system. Okay. So ideally, every week we want to talk about one subject. So in this subject, we would want, and then every month we would go around. So in the beginning of this month, we're talking about the home, and then the beginning of next month for the whole week, we'll talk about the home as well. And we want to be able to basically learn all these words. So we want to be able to go into, you know, the game house or your house in real life and be able to display, this is the kitchen, this is the bathroom, this is the bedroom, you know, whatever. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Proceed.
So
Go on.
this is what the plan is, inshallah. Okay, cool. Let's have a conversation. Abdullah ويونس لو سمحت تفضل بسم الله.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
كيف حالك أخي؟
الحمد لله أنا بخير، وكيف حالك أنت؟
أنا بخير والحمد لله. ما اسمك؟
اسمي عبد الله. وما اسمك يا أخي؟
اسمي يونس. ومن أين أنت؟ ومن أين أنت؟
أنا من أمريكا الشمالية. ومن أين أنت؟
أنا من النرويج وأنا نرويجي. هل ولدت؟
ولدت في كندا.
هل ولدت ما معنى
هل ولدت
هل ولدت يعني it means was I born.
يا سبحان الله.
ولدت
أنا آسف. أين ولدت؟
ولدت في كندا. ولدت في كندا.
ما شاء الله.
ومن أين ولدت؟ ولدت.
أنا ولدت في النرويج.
You would just say أين ولدت. You wouldn't say like ومن أين ولدت. أين ولدت.
أين ولدت؟
هل أنت متزوج؟
لا، لست متزوجا. هل أنت متزوج؟
نعم أنا متزوج. هل تسكن في بيت أم شقة؟
تسكن في بيت.
تسكن تعني أنت تسكن. أنا أسكن أنت تسكن.
نعم، أنا أسكن في بيت. هل تسكن في بيت أم شقة؟
أسكن في شقة. هل كم غرفة في في بيتك؟
بيتي ثلاث غرف.
كم
كم غرفة في بيتك؟
في شقتك؟
كم غرفة في شقتك؟ في شقة؟
غرفة 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 في I forgot سبحان الله غرفة واثنان اثنتان غرفتان اثنتان
Yes.
Ah,
MashaAllah. Good.
alhamdulillah.
Cool. Very good. There's some like little mistakes here and there, but like I think it's probably best to just leave the mistakes. Like if you say, you know, كم غرفة في بيتك instead of في بيتك, it doesn't really. I think for the purpose of just practicing, we don't need to like interrupt the conversation to correct like everything. Yeah, it's just about trying to practice. And then, inshallah, once you go to here, I'd recommend that you use it. You know what I mean? And then we'll have these questions. So all these questions that we had here are already here. So then obviously we're going to build them up over the next few months, inshallah. Yeah. But then this is going to help you a lot because it's going to make you write them out. So if you don't have a keyboard on your phone or on your computer, then you want to download like the keyboard or install the keyboard or whatever. And then don't use the ones on the screen because it will present the letters on the screen. But ideally, you want to learn to actually type them so you can write them out yourself. For the keyboard on the computer, if you're using a computer or a laptop, then you want to buy the little stickers. So if anyone needs help with that, just let me know. I'll help you with that, inshallah. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
good need help. Yeah, with that. It would be
Yes,
like
so-
to write to type Arabic on the computer.
Yeah. So what you want to do is you want to get like I don't know if you can see my. You might not be able to see here, but you have to basically get all the stickers and then you have to like literally stick them on. But then you have to know where they go. So that's the thing. Like if you're using an Apple or a Windows, or it can change the position of the key slightly. So I had to basically go through and press, like open up a Word document, change it to the Arabic keyboard, press a key, because generally like you would be pretty accurate, but sometimes you would be wrong. You don't want to stick the sticker in the wrong place, right? So I press the key and then press this and then stick the sticker on and do it like that. Anyway, بسم الله. يا عبد الله ما هذا أمامي ما هذا؟
هذا بيتك.
هذا بيتي. وما هذه ما هذه يا حبيب؟
هذه شجرة.
ويا يونس ما هذا؟
هذه شجرة.
نعم هذا صحيح. لكن أي نوع؟ أي نوع؟
هذه نخلة. نخلة.
ما شاء الله أحسنت. ما لون البيت؟ ما لون البيت؟ من يعرف؟ ما لون البيت؟
بيت الأبيض.
ما شاء الله. حسنا. So بيت أبيض. نعم. ماذا أفعل؟ So بيت أبيض. نعم. A white house. Yes. ماذا أفعل الآن؟ من يعرف ماذا أفعل؟
أنت تفعل.
ماذا أفعل الآن؟ ماذا أفعل؟
Does anyone just answer or
Yeah, Bismillah. If I ask you directly, then yeah. ماذا أفعل الآن؟
أفعل أمشي على شعرا. I think the street is شعرا.
So أنا
أمشي. Go ahead.
أنا أمشي وأنت؟
تمشي.
أنا how do you say watch again? How do you say like viewing? Like انظر.
أنا أشاهد.
أنا مشاهد اللعب في الهاتف.
Yes, حسنا. ولكن ماذا أفعل الآن؟ أنا يا حبيب ماذا أفعل؟
أنت you're running is is it?
كنت صحيح. من يعرف ماذا أفعل؟ أنا أجري.
أنت تجري.
أنت تجري. صحيح. وهو هو هو يجري. أنا أجري، أنت تجري، هو يجري. حسنًا. ماذا أفعل الآن؟
تمشي.
أنا أمشي. صحيح. الآن سأدخل البيت. الآن أنا ماذا أفعل؟
Anyone?
آه، فتحة؟
ماذا أفعل الآن؟ الآن ماذا أفعل؟
فاتحة.
أنت أفتح الباب الآن.
نعم.
أنت تفتح
أنت
باب.
تفتح الباب. الباب. من
شكرا.
يعرف؟
أنت تفتح الباب الآن.
من يعرف الباب؟ البابي.
would it be
الباب.
الباب yeah
الباب.
الباب okay
أنا أفتح الباب.
أنا أفتح الباب okay thank you.
نعم. That's the object, right?
Mhm,
الآن
mhm.
أنا أدخل البيت. والآن أنا أخرج من البيت. أنا أدخل البيت وأنا أخرج من البيت. واضح؟ من يعرف ما هذا؟ ما هذا؟
هذا كرسي.
نعم. هذا كرسي. وهذه كراسي. نعم. ولكن ما هذا؟ من يعرف؟ هذه أريكة. هذه أريكة. ما هذا؟ من يعرف ما هذا؟
هذا
كتاب.
هذا
كتابان.
دفتر.
نعم.
دفتر.
كتابان.
كتابان.
هذان كتابان على الطاولة. نعم، على الطاولة. حسنًا. ومن يعرف ما هذا على الحائط؟ ما هذا؟
هذا
هذا
تلفزيون.
تلفاز.
هذا تلفاز. نعم، صحيح. وما هذا؟
I think it's ثلاجون or something. I think something like that.
نعم.
هذا ثلاجون I think so.
هذا ثلاجة.
ثلاجة okay thank you so much.
هذه
ثلاجة.
ثلاجة.
هذه ثلاجة.
ماذا أفعل الآن؟
تفعل تفتح الثلاجة صحيح؟ No?
تقريبًا. من يعرف؟ من يريد أن يحاول؟ أنا
لا
أفتح.
أنت تفتح الثلاجة
حبيب.
وأغلق.
نعم، صحيح. نعم، صحيح.
أنت تفتح ثلاجتي.
أنا أفتح الثلاجة. باب الثلاجة. أنا أفتح باب الثلاجة. فهمتم؟
نعم.
أوكي، حسنًا. أي
لا.
غرفة هذه في البيت؟
هذا مطبخ.
هذا مطبخ. صحيح. وما هذا؟ من يعرف ما هذا؟ هذه نافذة. نافذة. يا عبد الله، هل هذه نافذة كبيرة أم صغيرة؟
نافذة كبيرة.
كبيرة، نعم.
كبيرة.
وماذا أفعل؟ ماذا أفعل الآن؟
أفتح الباب.
تفتح، نعم. أنت تفتح الباب. الباب.
أنت تفتح الباب.
صحيح. ما شاء الله. هذه الحديقة. هذه الحديقة. حديقة البيت. نعم، الحديقة. ماذا أفعل؟ الآن أنا أقفز. أنا أقفز. نعم. يا يونس، ما هذه؟
آه
ما
هذه
هذه؟ هذا الشيء ما هذه؟
آه 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 هذه نفته.
حبيب جون.
نظيفة. نظيفة I think.
نافذة.
نافذة. نافذة
نظيفة.
right.
نافذة. نظيفة. نظيف is to mean like to clean.
Clean yeah.
هذا سلم. سلم، نعم. هذا زرع. ما هذا يونس؟ هذا
صغر.
زرع. نعم. أنا ماذا أفعل الآن؟ أنا
أنت
ماذا أفعل؟
أنت فقط
الباب.
من يعرف؟ جون؟
تفتح الباب.
نعم، أنا أفتح الباب.
أنت
الآن أنا
تفتح الباب صحيح.
نعم صحيح. وأنا أغلق الباب. نعم.
شكرا. نعم.
وما أي غرفة هذه؟
هذا الحمام.
الحمام.
صحيح.
هذا حمام أو هذا الحمام؟ حمام. الحمام، نعم.
حمام.
الحمام أو هذا حمام، نعم.
I'm not sure.
Now this is the question. If I say al-hamma, then I put mu at the end. I don't put tanween.
Okay.
هذا الحمام. Or if I
I
say this is
understand.
a bathroom, I say هذا حمام.
Oh, so when
Is it
it's singular without the L, without the, then it's like the double and the double dummatain. And but when it's
Yes.
the bathroom, okay, I understand. Okay.
هذا بيت. هذا البيت. نعم.
Okay, I
هذه
understand. Oh, I
سيارة.
understand.
نعم.
Okay.
ما هذا؟ من يعرف ما هذا؟
هذا المرحاض.
المرحاض، نعم. هذا صحيح. وما هذا؟ من يعرف
هذا
ما أي غرفة
let
هذه؟
someone else answer. I don't want to hog this.
أي غرفة هذه؟ من يعرف؟ أي غرفة هذه؟
هذا go ahead sir.
تفضل.
هذا غرفة نوم. غرفة النوم. هذه غرفة النوم. Is that wrong or right?
هذه غرفة النوم.
Nomi.
Obviously
No,
you can
wouldn't
say
it be
just noam.
wouldn't it be nomuk though, because it's like yours, or no? Or are we pretending to be this
Just
person in the?
saying a bedroom.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And when I
خبز.
say know me, I don't mean like with the ya. I just mean the kasra. I'm just saying all the
Oh,
vowels.
Kesra. Okay. I understand. Okay. I see.
It's like مضاف مضاف إليه. هذه غرفة النوم. نعم.
Okay. I understand. Okay.
حسنا. ما هذا؟ من يعرف ما هذا؟
هذا سرير.
ده سرير ما شاء الله. حسنا. ما هذه؟ Oh, how do I do this? ما هذه؟ هذه خزانة. هذه خزانة. نعم. وهذا زرع. زرع. نعم. وما هذا؟
Salam. Go ahead. Sorry.
تفضل go ahead.
Salamun or salam or something.
سلم. هذا
Sullamun.
سلم. نعم.
Sullamun.
هذه صورة. صورة. هاتان صورتان على الحائط. صورة. Picture. Okay. Obviously there's nothing on it. نعم. ما هذا؟ ما هذا؟
هذا حاسوب.
نعم. هذا حاسوب. وما هذه؟ هذه خزانة. خزانة. نعم صحيح. نعم. الآن من يعيش من ينام في هذه الغرفة؟ من ينام في هذه الغرفة؟ الوالد.
طفل.
الطفل. نعم. الطفل ينام في هذه الغرفة. صحيح؟
طفل يساهي.
بسم الله. Okay, guys, I have to go right now. I have a class in 1 minute. Inshallah.
جزاك الله خير for everything.
I hope you guys enjoyed.
Jazakallah.
I'm gonna send
Yeah, this
you.
is very good.
Jazakallah khair. I'm going to send you a recap of everything. I'm going to send you the memorized course I've made today, which will have all the vocabulary, and we're just going to focus on the house, inshallah, for now. And then we'll discuss how we're going to increase the amount of lessons to 3 and 5 lessons, inshallah, in the future, okay? If you have any
Sure.
questions, let me know. Jazakallah khairan.